Welcome to JazTime. Today we're going to be looking at the comparison of these two watches. The one here you see is an Audemars Piguet 42mm 26470 OR. The one you see on the right here, your right, is a Audemars Piguet 44mm ceramic rose gold 26401 OR. Now we're going to compare these two watches. We're going to try to show you what the differences are, what the similarities are, also why you might choose one over the other, or which one might be right for you. So let's go ahead and start with the first thing, which is obviously the case size. Now the case size is what goes from my thumb here to over here where my finger is pointing. That's the distance between these 2 points where I'm squeezing. And that distance is 42mm. Now, how that compares with this 44mm is that the distance between these 2 points where my thumb is pointing to is 44mm. Now, seen side by side, you can see the difference. The one on the left is 42mm and the one on the right is 44mm. Now moving on to the push buttons. Now you see at the push buttons here, these ones are ceramic push buttons. Now what that means is they are made of ceramic, so unlike previous ones which were made out of rubber, these ones don't fade with time. Here, here, and here. And you'll notice that they're a lot smaller. Now I'm going to bring you to this one over here, and what you'll notice is that you'll see the black push buttons here on the 44mm are a lot heavier and a lot bigger, and they have this longer curve to them. They're also made out of ceramic, and I'm going to let you look at them side by side. Okay, so now let's move on to the profile. The profile is what's distance between my 2 fingers here, the index finger and the thumb right here. On this watch, the 42mm, it's 14mm, and when you compare that to the 44mm, it is also 14mm. So the distance between these 2 points is also 14mm. And seen side by side, you can tell that they're exactly the same. So in terms of profile, they are the same. Now moving on to the dial itself. The rose gold 42 only comes in this configuration and one other. This one is in champagne dial, and the 44mm in rose gold only comes in this black color you see here, at least as of 2016. Now what you'll notice similarity wise between the two is that it has what's called a mega tapestry dial, and if you look closely at the dial here, you'll notice that it looks kind of like a waffle, and that's because it has these little squares, and that's called a mega tapestry dial, a unique function of the Audemars Piguet. Now let's move on to the bezel. The bezel is this thing that you see right here going around. Now that bezel is, in this case, is made out of rose gold, and in the 44mm situation, it's made out of ceramic, so it doesn't get dinged and dented as easily. Okay, moving on to the bracelet. In both situations, you'll see it has a tang buckle. A tang buckle is what my thumb is pointing to here, and you'll see this crocodile strap. In the 44mm situation, you'll have a rubber strap, and you'll also have a tang buckle. Moving on to the movement, they both use a 31-26 movement. It has an oscillating gold rotor, 22 karat, in both situations, but you'll have a slightly different rotor in this one versus the 44mm. They use 365 parts and 59 jewels, and they both have the same movement except for the rotor. This one is a 44mm rotor, and what you'll notice is it's slotted, and it also looks gray, but in fact it's still 22 karat gold. It's just in a different color. And it has the same movement as the one we were speaking of before. So that's the comparison between the two videos. I hope that was helpful. Now if you're trying to decide which one that you'd like to purchase, well, I think it really comes down to what is your wrist size. So what I'm going to do is try on the watch for you so that you can see what it might look like on a man's wrist. This here is the 42 millimeter. And I'm also going to try on the 44 millimeter. Now what I would suggest for you guys at home is to try to go to your authorized dealer and try this watch on and see which one fits for you guys. This is the 44 millimeter. Of course it is bigger. All right. And this over here on my wrist is the 42 millimeter. All right. Now if you guys like this, any of these watches, check us out at JazTime.com. You can see these watches, many more. You can see pricing and a bunch of other cool things that we have to offer. Now, if you like this video, you want to see videos like this, press the subscribe button below. We have plenty of other cool reviews, and if we missed something, let us know in the comment section below. We want to know what you guys have to think now. Check us out at JazTime.com. We offer a 1-year warranty, free shipping, and a low price guarantee. Thanks for shopping at JazTime.